that part of the song talks about like the seriousness of like commitment, and it can be scary. I'm Iris Andy, and this is behind the song Young Love. So I figured out this piano hook when I was just playing the piano in this room, in the studio, and I landed on an F major 7, which is like, an F major is the key of this song. And I started just playing with that chord, and I don't know how to say it other than I just started playing Young Love. Like I was playing that exact hook, and it just sounded so right. That was the first part of the song that I wrote. So in the first verse is kind of just like a kick beat, guitar, and a synth. But I also have like these really soft drums in the background, and let me just play them. I feel like having that rhythm in there just makes the song more interesting. This sliding sound, it's a sliding guitar, it's my favorite sound in this song. I love the way, and you hear it in my It's Just Me song too, I love the way a slide makes me feel, and you'll hear tons of different variations of this slide in the song. These synths right here, I added them in because I was like, this song is so sweet, it needs like something soft to it. And I recorded it on my Roland keyboard actually. I'm so proud of the bass line in this song. So I recorded like a really simple bass line on GarageBand, but I had like this complex vision of like these different transitions happening, and I couldn't like bring that to life on just GarageBand. So I actually recorded a different part of the bass separately on my Roland keyboard. And listening to the song, you would never guess that those are two separate basses. The backup vocals in this song. So I was so like lost on what to do with the backup vocals because I didn't really feel like this song is about vocals. It's more about like the sweet instrumental and the lyrics. But I was able to find something that I did think was cheesy at first, but I kind of like what I ended up doing. I love you more. So after the chorus, we have an interlude, and I add in a couple extra things. We have an organ plucking out notes. And then we have bells. So these were all just kind of like details I added in as I went while I was producing the song. They kind of just pop up in your head like, oh, what if I add that in there? And I would say like 70% of those ideas don't make it in the final version. These are just the ones that did. I'd say this song I had like the most fun with just the little things. Like right before the second verse, we had this little piano transition. It just makes the song a little more like dainty and jazzy. So this is just me trying to make the second verse different from the first verse, other than, you know, having a stronger beat. And one of them is like these soft bells that I kind of improvised. And listening back, I'm like, how did I come up with this? This is really pretty. Then in the like other half of the second verse, after I say, and I know that it's scary, I wanted to have something in there that kind of like reflected that. So I have like this deep cello. We need that just slight intensity in that part of the song because that part of the song talks about like the seriousness of like commitment, and it can be scary. The second interlude has this kind of like broken apart solo, and you'll hear a more complete version of this solo at the end of the song. It was kind of a random idea to add a solo in there, but like I was just feeling creative, and looking back, like when I play the visualizer of this song, it kind of sounds like the seagull from that visualizer, I'm not gonna lie. We have this like really small buildup before the bridge, and it's so short-lived, but it's just another thing that makes the song interesting and just like intricate. I announced the release date for this song before I even had a bridge written, which is not a good idea. But I did have like a chord progression in mind for this song. It starts on a minor chord, which kind of takes you into this new world, because the rest of this song is mainly like major chords. So to kind of transition smoother into that, I have this, it's called like a down lifter. I added a cello in, and then this like kind of jazzy piano that I like literally just made up on the spot. Actually sounds like an orchestra at one point, because I have like these crashing cymbals and a clarinet and I think like a brass ensemble. That'd be so cool one day to like actually perform that with an orchestra behind me. Okay, so for the outro, I end up like stripping away all the other instruments so that it's just like the bass and the beat. And then there's like some piano in the background. Actually, this whole time while I was like making the song, I knew I wanted there to be a moment where like you just hear that bass noise with the beat, because I'd been like working on the song so much and I'd have to solo different stuff. And every time I soloed the bass and the beat just to make sure it was like aligned, I was like, this needs to have a moment in the song. Like we need to have it where you just hear that, because that sounds so cool. So I stuck it in the outro. All right, thank you guys so much. Please comment your questions below and go listen to Young Love with all this new knowledge in mind. I can't believe it's been a whole year since this song was released.